welcome back to Jesus Thoughts Podcast with Pastor Amie. And I also have Indy again with me today. And we want to know this Christ child better, the one that rocked the whole world, changed the whole world, changed history. We want to know this Christ child better. And there's a lot of things Jesus says about himself in the book of John. And so we're back into the fourth gospel. What child is this? And this is episode 22. We're in the second part of the three things Jesus says. And when he says, I am the truth. Now, truth, again, is such a sticking point. There are people who understand this, even this word truth, so differently. Is there absolute truth? Is it relative truth? And we live in such a manipulative con artist kind of world. Everybody has their own version of the truth that serves their own purposes. Like fact checking and double fact checking kind of just lead in circles sometimes. Everybody will have their own experts that they call on to say what they want them to say. People can just Photoshop things to deceive our eyes. And make up fake supporting evidence to deceive our minds and ears. Truth is really wiggly. Truth is really fragile. You know what I've pretty much almost concluded about politics and social issues? People are just going to believe what they already decided they want to believe. It's easy to find supporting evidence for whatever you want to believe. So where is truth? What is truth? In John 14, chapter 6, like we looked at last episode, Jesus claims and is trying to comfort his disciples and says to them, don't be afraid. I am the way and the truth and the life. And especially being in crisis like they were, and we find ourselves in crisis sometimes, being able to see and discern clearly and know the truth feels super important when things seem out of control. And this may seem simplistic or redundant to you, but again, want to know what truth is? Jesus says, I am the truth. That's the assurance they get. You don't need a fact checker or a reliable news source or to go survey the entire world to see what they think. Stop searching somewhere else. I am the truth. Cling to me. And then Jesus reassures them a few verses later, starting in verse 15. He says, if you love me, keep my commands. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world can't accept him because it neither sees him or knows him, but you know him. Again, that word to know, experientially, relationally, you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. Jesus says, even if I physically go away, you'll have constant access to me. I am the truth. I will be with you at all times forever. This is comforting and encouraging. And Jesus, the truth, operates in truth, tells the truth. That's why one of our core practices here at 80/20 is truth telling. Why? When we tell the truth, we're living in sync with who Jesus is. And when we lie, we're operating out of a completely different set of values. Jesus even said this to his opponents when they wanted to kill him. He said, you know what? You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Yet because I tell the truth, you don't believe me. I bet they didn't like that at all. But it's a dangerous warning. Have you ever gotten so deep into a deception, so comfortable with hiding things, lying to people, that you started to feel like that was your native language? Like it was so easy and automatic to lie. And we can even deceive our own selves to where we even start to believe our own lies so that our consciences can accept it. It's so easy to spin and twist any information, any stories to support our dearly held agendas. I think this can happen if we ever get an agenda that to us is more important than Jesus, because Jesus is the truth. So do a quick honesty check. Is there any agenda, any issue, any cause or plan of yours that is more important to you, more dearly held to you than Jesus, the truth, that makes you sort of compromise how you treat people? Because this plan, this end goal, this agenda is so important to you, this cause, whatever it is, that you're willing to treat people bad to get there? It's so easy to get lost in our passionate causes and our agendas, even the ones that seem like they're really good. And it seems to me that especially during anxious and scary times, people want the comfort of certainty. And suddenly we got lots of people who are 100% certain about both sides of so many social issues or political issues. All of them claiming Jesus supports their side of things. But guess what? There's nothing wrong with having opinions about these matters, even personal stories that offer insight to others about them. But I do think there is a temptation and a danger of certainty of anything other than Jesus. Jesus says, I am the truth. Live like Jesus, love like Jesus. That's your calling. To love any other cause or agenda more than Jesus is so, so destructive. So the invitation today is again to cling to Jesus, the living truth, and cling to the certainty of his love, especially in scary and uncertain times. Amen. I invite you to subscribe to this channel and go ahead and like this video. And I would love comments so that we can discuss further. And I will see you again soon.